Hello everyone, you have found Runway DFW After Dark. Tonight coming to you from Dallas Love Field. We're just a couple of minutes away from getting everything set up as usual. We are operating under a 40-minute setup arrangement tonight, based upon when I was able to escape from my other duties as a television website producer. And so what I'm doing now is setting up the last couple of things that I need to bring you a semi-professional broadcast from Dallas Love Field. So if you'll stand by for a couple of minutes, maybe I can talk you through this. I'm plugging in my computer now. Why did I throw that cord over there? Oh. And I need that computer so that I can see clearly the things that you are saying to us. We can have that level of interactivity that you have come to expect from your friends here at Runway DFW. So I'm here, I'm just busy setting things up, so please hang on for a minute or two while I get things ready. Enjoy the skyline of Dallas. Right. So I'll do that. Talking to myself while I do all these things. Well, I'm talking to you as well. I try generally to give myself an hour to set up, but for these nighttime streams, I don't have that luxury typically. We're about to get our music plugged in. There's our little gizmo. Where did that? Oh, there it is. It's looking for a cord. Well, that's potted up. Let me turn that down so you don't get buzzy noises. Well, we're lucky that there's not too much going on right now. We do have an aircraft about to come in. I'll just have to give you a static shot of it as it, well, no. Can't do that because it's stopped at the short mark here. So there it is. All right, now we're getting our iPad out, which generates the musical accompaniment to our broadcast. Was our clock the wrong time? Oh, it is. Apologies for that. Thank you for pointing that out. Let me see if I can make that adjustment remotely. Yes, I'm aware that my clock is wrong. This is our first broadcast since the time change is what happened here. So bear with us. That. Time. Okay, so what time does it say? Settings. it's set to Chicago time, but I guess I need to adjust it to a different time zone. -5. I know this is very interesting. Let's see, -6. See if that does anything. No. Well, this is this may be something I cannot rectify. All right, well, we're going to have to live without that clock today. Let me see if our other clock works. Oh, that's correct. Okay. So in the battle of the clocks, we're going to go with the one that has less information on it. So that has set me back just a little bit while I get everything, all the rest of this stuff set up. Wood Doctor positing that I'll have to go to the East Coast until the spring. Is it warmer there? It's really nice tonight here at Love Field. 71 degrees currently. So let me do that. Let's see if our music will work while I finish setting things up here. Hang on a sec. Where'd our picture go? Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong thing. All right, I think it's almost time for the official start of Runway DFW. Let's see if we can get this show on the road, shall we?
From Love Field Airport in Dallas, Texas, this is Runway DFW in color.
All right, so our official start, 10 minutes beyond our official schedule time. But in any event, welcome to you. You're watching Runway DFW live and in color from Dallas Love Field. So a big welcome to you. I see lots of folks in the house tonight. We say hello to Texas Girl, who just got back from San Antonio. Hello to you. Our moderator and channel member Ken Schmidt is here with us. Lyric the Game Boy says hello. And the dispatcher, Quadjet channel member and moderator, is in the house. And there's our first takeoff of the night. What's a Southwest Airlines 737? Yes. If you're a fan of the 737, you've come to the right place, because you'll be seeing a lot of them tonight. That's the only type of aircraft in various guises that Southwest Airlines operates. And Southwest Airlines operates upwards of 90% of the flights, the passenger flights here, so. Now, let's see if we can give you a view of our neighbor. You know, things are kind of going slowly tonight, aren't they? They'll rev up, but I just want to give you a shot of the moon while we're looking at it. I believe I just read that this is the brightest moon of the year that we see here. So there's that. Got a plane taxiing. It's shiny. And I don't know. Looking at my radar here. This is a Gulfstream 4. And that, headed off to Austin, was a Cessna Citation 2. So it's going to Austin, Texas. All right. Let's try to get back here. Peter S., channel member. Good evening, Walt, Moderation Federation, and the lovely chat. Beaker and Honeydew is another moderator and channel member. And thank you for that, Beaker and Honeydew. It's good to see you. Texas Girl, there's Texas Girl saying good evening. Chris Milner with a howdy. Keena Reno with a good evening to me, mods, and friends. We've got Southwest Flight 1031 on deck, ready to take off to Atlanta. It'll be a 737-700. Let's see if we can pick that out of the darkness. And there it is on the end of 13 left is how things are designated. We're in South Flow tonight. So the plane's taking off. These runways, there's two runways here. 13 left and right. And they run in this configuration south northwest to southeast is how the planes are coming in. And that Southwest plane to Austin had to wait for this aircraft to land. This is coming in from Houston Hobby Airport. And I keep pushing my screen to see if I can identify this for you. It's a Cessna Citation Latitude. Ending a 46-minute journey from Houston. Now we'll go back. To the Southwest jet, which is going to Atlanta, but it's got to wait for another plane. There it is. This is a JSX Embraer 145. I think we've got a helicopter in our midst. Shall we see if we can find the helicopter? I don't know. Not having any luck. Oh, there it is. So that helicopter that you just saw was launched from Arlington, Texas. It's a medical helicopter. Now I'm trying to find the... Where's that thing? Oh, here it is. So here's a Southwest flight going to Atlanta. All right, I know I'm way behind on all of our messaging here, so I apologize for that. First of all, I would like to acknowledge the 2-year anniversary of Craig Russell being a Twin Jet member. Hello, we are near Thanksgiving and 2026 New Year's Eve. We are indeed. We've got a few weeks left for Thanksgiving, though, but it'll be here before we know it. And thank you, Craig, for your ongoing support of Runway DFW. We have another helicopter which has been cleared to fly over our heads. This one's a CareFlight helicopter coming from somewhere, another airport in Dallas. And there it is. So it's flying about 2,000 feet over our heads as we welcome another Southwest jet to to Dallas Love Field. This appears to be Flight 52, arriving from Houston Hobby Airport, if I read that right. So it follows the yellow lines, headed to the terminal area. So I should let you know, if you're just tuning in, you're watching Runway DFW live from Dallas Love Field. Our little bug, which usually sits in the lower left-hand corner of the screen, which tells you where we are, is providing you with bogus information tonight as far as the time goes. So I had to dismiss it so as to debug it. I think I may have to switch that parameter out in our transmission device, which would mean that I would have to turn it off the earbud. I don't know. I don't know what the problem is there. I say phi on the time change. Just let this stay the same time all year. What say you? So yes, this was Flight 52. It's a 737-700 coming from Houston Hobby Airport. And it's going to pull into gate 1. No. Gate 1 is Occupado. Joey Chan, we say thank you very much for 30 months as a TriJet member. Another great evening for plane spotting, says Joey, and golly, couldn't thank you enough for that. So anyway, I see, let's see, the random spotter is here. Peter S. has been a member in TwinJet for 4 months. More miss summer evenings, but Dallas twinkles bright. It is pretty sparkly today. You might hear in the background the neener sound of a Southwest jet being towed. It'll most likely be parked right underneath where we are. And that looks to be a MAX 8. I know, it's like watching paint dry, isn't it? It's like AMSR or ASM. What is that? AMSR?
Southwest 4666, left one able to get.
Left turn, we're parking 18, Southwest 4666.
Southwest 466, taxi Charlie Delta to 18, monitor ground.
Charlie Delta 18 over to ground, Southwest 4666.
Another big thank you to the nation's air traffic controllers who are now.
Southwest 2134, wind 1407, RNAV door set, runway 13 left, clear for takeoff.
RNAV to door set, clear for takeoff, 13 left, Southwest 2134, thanks.
Now into their second month without being paid as the government shutdown drags on. Flight 2134 to St. Louis, a MAX, I'm sorry, it's a 737-700. Just about to take off to San Luis, or St. Louis, as some people say.
Mission Bravo, current altimeter 3008.
Air Coupe, channel member. Good evening from Columbus.
Global 321 Victor Charlie, visual with right.
321 Victor Charlie, low tower, wind 140 runway 13 right.
And there's Luke. Hello,
One right,
Luke.
clear to land, no one Victor Charlie, thanks.
This is great to be with you this fine evening, as somber as it is for the aviation community. And yeah, we have yet to discuss that, but we will.
Southwest 2134, contact, one start departure.
Southwest 2134, see ya.
So unfortunately, we don't have any planes coming in over downtown Dallas tonight because we're in South Flow. Well, let's address the issue of the very unfortunate circumstance which happened yesterday in Louisville. The 34-year-old UPS MD-11 that crashed shortly after takeoff. It was headed to Honolulu, and that was a plane. I checked the records, and the last time we at Runway DFW saw that plane, the plane that crashed, was back in July 10th, I think it was, and that is the plane that crashed. I believe they said, was it the left or the right engine? I'm not sure. I know I heard one of the engines, according to the
Southwest 3080, left tower, wind 130.
According to the observations, one of the engines, I believe it was the right engine, caught fire shortly after it took off, and loaded with fuel for the long flight to Honolulu was, well, it was a recipe for disaster. So anyway, there's another look at that same MD-11 that we saw back in July. Information we have heard was that this plane was in San Antonio for about a month last month to apparently have some major major work done to it. So it was out of service for about a month, and it came back, and well, this awful thing happened yesterday. And so our thoughts are with the crew and those who were on the ground who lost their lives or were injured in that awful incident. Well, we're back to the action here at Dallas Love Field. The very southwest-centric action. That was flight 3080 going to San Diego, California.
6, RNAV, door set, runway 13 left, clear for takeoff.
737-700. So we're overlooking runway 13 left, and there is another plane getting ready to take off. But I don't see it on the radar. And that is kind of a, I think here at Dallas Love Field there are some issues with reception of the flight data with whatever Flight Radar 24 is using. Well, there's a reason we didn't see that on the radar. It's a military plane, a Navy plane. I know there are some military aviation folks out there who could identify that for us.
Charter 51, contact, Lone Star departure.
Charter 51, switch your departure view.
So most military planes do not show up on Flight Radar 24. I know if I had ADS-B going, it would make itself known. So we're saying looking like P8 Poseidon. Guitar player 48 says. Michael Flannery seems to agree with that.
Tower, Gulfstream 650 Hotel Alpha is with you. Visual 13 left.
We're 650
Navy
Hotel Alpha,
planes.
Love Tower, wind 1206, runway 13 left, clear to land.
Grumpy 1, P8 Poseidon.
Clear line 13 left, 650 Hotel Alpha.
Spike 744 says 737. Craig Russell says that we've got a Gulfstream
733 Whiskey Uniform.
headed in.
Tower, clearing the class Bravo airspace, level altimeter 3008, maintain at or below, maintain VFR at or below 2000.
And there's a Gulfstream coming in over on the west side of the field. Right now, we cannot see that, but there's another one.
Whiskey Uniform, you can proceed as requested. Do you know about how long you want to be there?
A Gulfstream G650ER,
Okay.
which appears to have taken off from an airport in the Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania area.
1 Juliet Sierra, safe park.
Atlantic, 1 Juliet.
1 Juliet Sierra, turn left, Charlie 5, taxi, Charlie, Foxtrot, Whiskey, monitor ground.
Charlie, Foxtrot Whiskey to Atlantic, monitor ground to it.
Southwest 41 for the visual.
And here it comes.
Southwest 4118, left tower, runway 13 right, clear to land, 11207.
Headlights ablazing. Here it comes. Looks like right behind it we will see Southwest Flight 4118 coming in from San Antonio, 737-700. So lots of action for you tonight.
Number 3 with uniform. When you're all done there, you're going to want flight following.
I hope you got to see some of our broadcasts from the penthouse over at Dallas Fort Worth International Airport. We were there on Friday night, Halloween, and again on Saturday morning, early. And we had a good time Friday night.
Number 3 with uniform. Just advise when you're done, headed back to Grand Prairie.
Friday night was very interesting because half the airport was shut down. The west side was shut down. Fortunately, we were overlooking the east side for a change.
Big stripe 287 left tower, wind 1307, runway 13 left, cleared to land. You can expect a left turn, Alpha 1.
All right, clear visual 13 left.
We would not have had much of a show if we were over at Founders Plaza, which is still closed on the west side.
13 left, clear to land.
0 Hotel Alpha, stay parked.
This is Jet.
0 Hotel Alpha, turn right, Mike 3, taxi Mike 5, hold short of runway 13 left, this frequency.
Mike 3, Mike 5, hold short of 13 left. Stay with you, 0 Hotel Alpha.
Medevac child 1, left tower, what's the request?
So we got two Southwest, no, we got a Southwest plane and
Medevac child 1, roger, hold your position for now, I'll get you going here in just a moment.
another JSX plane on the way in. First, Flight 4118 from San Antonio, Texas. (737-700). We're looking, with this shot, we're looking to the northwest pretty much, because that is the orientation of this runway. Dennis Cantonen said, Walt, when I saw the MD-11 crash and it was a UPS plane, I thought of your stream and how it has allowed me to love the MD-11 Trijets. Your videos and live stream of UPS at DFW is amazing. Well, of course, we're privileged being over at Founders Plaza
4118, left one able, what's the gate?
to be able to
Left one able, 20 gate 16, Southwest.
overlook the
4118,
operations,
taxi Charlie Delta to 16, monitor ground.
Charlie Delta.
to overlook the operations at
Medevac child 1, you got the Embraer.
the
short
UPS
final from runway
facility.
13 left.
And I know those folks must
child
be
1,
hurting
departure
today,
direct
although
be at your own risk.
I was watching our friend,
According to class row,
the
airspace
random
South
spot, not the
3008,
random, our friend is the random spot. I was watching
runway 13 right, runway 13 left.
reverse ops at Honolulu, and he was, you know, there were UPS planes continuing to operate.
Medevac child 1, there's also a Southwest Boeing 737 on Charlie, just don't overfly them.
Why not fly that? That break, touchdown, we'll pass behind everyone.
I know that Louisville Airport was closed last
0
night
Hotel
after
Alpha,
the
cross runway 13 left, that
crash.
Mike
It
5
only
out,
resumed operations this morning.
Number 0 Hotel Alpha, cross runway 13 left, that Mike 5 Alpha Park. Big stripe 287, turn left Alpha 1, and the ramp with me.
I'm one in the ramp with you, they try to.
That's the JSX Embraer 145. That is coming in from Houston Hobby Airport. There's another helicopter.
Medevac child 1, radar contact just east of the field, stay altitude.
Child 1, 1,200 for 2,000.
Medevac child 1, thanks. And are you want to fly following out the row, outside the class row?
If we could, please.
So that's a medevac helicopter of some sort. Time for a thank you to Emre Yurtis with a $2 super chat. Where's the ERJ going to? I think you've hit me with a curveball there, Mr. Yurtis.
Medevac Child 1, contact, Lone Star departure on 125.2 after next.
25-2, see you in a bit.
Okay, so I was going to try to show you something,
Giving ground Southwest 4623, push up 19.
which I have on my computer, but I've got to plug my computer
Tower.
into my transmission device to do that. So Craig Russell specifies that we were just looking at a Sikorsky S-76C. Thank you, Craig, and Michael Flannery echoes that. Night of the Chopper, says Chris Miller. Yeah, but Chris Milner, we have not seen that many choppers here. I mean, we'll see them occasionally. There was one time we were here when we saw some chopper, a heavy lift chopper, raising some air conditioning equipment to a building right near the airport. And that was interesting. There's one of that's the MAX 8 parked below us. And here's this with a $2 super chat. Well, that I can do. I can show you
68 Foxtrot, left tag on frequency.
Reunion Tower. Let's see what we can do about that. Reunion Tower is I think it's like 50 stories or something like that. So it's just kind of a tower with an illuminated ball at the top of it. And it looks something like that. And so it has an animated light display. It's kind of low resolution, but sometimes you can make out what it is. So that's Reunion Tower. It's right in downtown Dallas.
You know about how long you want to do this downtown for? For 68 Foxtrot, Roger. Just continue inbound for now.
So let me go. I'm going to go off mic here just for a second
closer,
to see if I can find a cable in the back of my trunk. So hang on a sec.
At Tower Southwest 4231, inbound on the visual, 13 left.
Southwest 4231, left tower, runway 13 left, clear 2 lane.
Clear to land, 13 left, Southwest 4231.
November 68 Foxtrot, just proceed direct to Love, crossover midfield at 2000, then I'll get you towards downtown. November 68 Foxtrot and crossover midfield at 2000. Thank you.
Tower, sorry, Southwest 4231, just verifying clear to land, 13 left.
November 3 Whiskey Uniform, each follow I-30 Westman.
So I only needed a very short cable, but I found a very long one. But, you know, it'll do the trick. I think.
Southwest 4231, just want to verify, clear to land 13 left.
Southwest 4231, left tower A, affirmative, runway 13 left, clear 2 lane.
Clear to land 13 left, thanks.
So let me see if this is going to work. So there's my computer screen. There's Reunion Tower, which I'm in the way of. There's downtown Dallas. We'll leave it there for a second. Let me see if I can do what I need to do here. Do my display, and I will just want.
23, we're back and ready to go.
Southwest 4623, left tower, wind 1306, RNAV door set, runway 13 right, clear for takeoff, traffic company on a 4 mile left base.
3 right, 56. Tower Southwest 2661, visual 13 right.
Southwest 2661, left tower, runway 13 right, clear 2 land, 1 departure prior to arrival to taking the runway now.
Clear to land 13 right, Southwest 2661.
Well, we'll get this figured out here.
Southwest 4231, right when able, is to get.
Right turn and over to gate 7.
Southwest 4231, taxi Mike, Bravo 3, monitor ground.
Mike,
Flight
Bravo
40
3, monitor
Flight
ground,
4231 just
4231.
touched down from Austin, Texas. 737-700. It did not go long. So it's headed over to the Love Field Terminal. On this Wednesday night. Someone in the chat was mentioning earlier that
Form contact, Lone Star departure 125.2 Epson.
that the federal government, the FAA, announced that it's going to start reducing the capacity
4623, contact Lone Star departure.
of major airports.
Tower Southwest 4644, 13 left.
Southwest 4644, left tower, runway 13 left, clear 2 lane.
Clear to land 13 left, Southwest 4644.
For 68 Foxtrot, do you know about what altitude you want to be doing this for it? Roger.
Let's see if I can find that story. So it says the administration will reduce traffic at 40 airports across the U.S. starting Friday if
For 68 Foxtrot,
the
GPS,
federal
ready,
government shutdown continues. What does that mean for the traveling public? I'm not sure. Let me see if I can read a little bit more of this story to you. This is a CNN story. So 10% of air traffic at 40 busy airports will be cut, or would be cut, assuming there's no end to the impasse, potentially impacting thousands of flights,
Tower
although
Southwest 2898, visual 1.
the details of how many and which specific airports will be cut was not
Clear to land 13 right,
announced. So we don't have any specifics other than to say that
Head left here, we're heading to 8, Southwest 2661.
we may be in for some
2661, taxi.
some
Charlie
difficulties.
Delta
Charlie Delta monitor ground, good night, Southwest 2661.
So we have the retro gold livery about to land, or did we miss that? It's not it there. Okay. Yeah, it looks like coming in over on the the west side Flight 2898 from Orlando, a MAX 8 in the Desert Gold Retro livery, is on the path to land. I don't know. You know, we can see it in the sky, but we are not in a very good position to get a good look at it
Delta 2804 left tower, runway 13 left. Clear
as it
to land.
lands, as you can see. So we'll see what we can do.
Southwest 4644, right when able, what's the gate?
Right when able, looking at gate 4, Southwest 4644.
Southwest 4644, taxi Mike Bravo 5, monitor ground.
Mike Bravo 5, monitor ground, Southwest 4644, good night.
We're 6-8 Foxtrot for now, just stay south of downtown. I'm going to get one departure out and then I'll get you on the tour. Thank you.
This is a 3-year-old MAX 8.
511 Julie Sierra, left tower, rep, traffic foot pump.
As you can see, we're about to lose it.
Number 1 Juliet Sierra, runway 13 right, line of way, traffic Boeing 737 on a 5-mile left base.
Yeah. Not a good look at that one. Is that a Delta plane over there?
2898, left when able, let's get.
Left turn going to number 12, Southwest 2898.
Southwest 2898, taxi Charlie Delta to gate 12, monitor ground.
Charlie
I
Delta
do
gate
believe
12,
we have on
monitor
the
ground,
ground there a
Southwest
Delta charter flight.
For 1 Juliet Sierra, wind 1206, runway, first north afterwards.
Just noticed that. It's got its got a ramp up. I don't see any activity. I suspect it brought a team in of some sort to play a game of some type.
Southwest 26, visual 1 0.
Southwest 2867, left tower, runway 13 right, clear to land.
While we were looking at that,
For 1 Juliet Sierra,
the
contact
rare
Alpha
arrival
Foxtrot.
of the
Departure,
Delta
Juliet, sir.
717 over here on the west
Number
side,
6-8
on the east side.
Foxtrot, you can go ahead and start making a left turn towards downtown. Delta
Usually that comes in on the west
2804,
side. This
Mike.
arrival is from Atlanta.
Foxtrot, Romeo, Delta, gate 11.
Mike, Foxtrot, Romeo, Delta, gate 11, no 20,
I know that you can get your fill of 717s over with our friend Reverse Ops in Honolulu, where Hawaiian Airlines uses this aircraft on inter-island flights. Delta sends this our way to Love Field 2 or 3 times a day. So now we have 2 Delta aircraft here. So that plane going to the Delta Gate, of which there is one here at Dallas Love Field. There are 20 gates here. Delta's got one. Southwest has 18, and the other one, I'm not sure, used to be Alaska, had dominion over that gate, and I don't know what the status of that one is right about now.
Number 68 Foxtrot, you can start your tour now.
Flyer KG says Delta for everyone on the east side tonight. Ken Murray likes the T-tail. Local plane guy saying the ducks arrive at 10 p.m. from Los Angeles. So we might be able to bring you that if it comes in over on this side of the field.
Going to 1, Southwest 257.
Southwest 2857, contact ground.
Ground, Southwest 257.
Let's see, what have I missed here? Anything? So S35 Bonanza pilot, I didn't get to your message yet. Good evening, Walton. Electrifying mods from very early morning in Cape Town, South Africa. Beautiful sights there in DFW. Really love the streams from my old airport, KDAL. Leaving for Punta Arenas at noon. We'll have a safe and uneventful trip, S35 Bonanza pilot. One of the most jet-setty members of Runway DFW. Dave, did I put that up there? Get a shot of the moon while you're up there, while you're at it. We did get one earlier. We'll try to look at that again as we go by. So Kevin is saying we're about to get another Delta 757 at just after 10 p.m. So we'll be with you for that. That's about 90 minutes away. Trevor Morrison says looks like a nice airport. Been there for a while. Yeah, it's been here more than 100 years. I believe it dates back to like 1916 or 17.
Looks like they Foxtrot for now. Turn left heading 150. I'm going to get a spark ground and I'll get back there. Good Jet 452, runway 13 left tower, runway 13 left, line of flight.
13 left, line up and away, Good Jet 452.
This looks to be an Embraer Phenom 300 coming in from Tulsa, Oklahoma. It's NetJet's plane. So I'm assuming it's headed over to NetJets.
68 Foxtrot, you can just stay on that heading right there. Thank you.
Pulling out, looks like this one's going to San Antonio. It's a MAX 8, flight 2857.
RNAV door set, runway 13 left, for pickup.
RNAV door set, 13 left, 4 left.
We have an Embraer Phenom 300E getting ready to take off for Gulfport, Mississippi. It's another NetJets plane.
Number 68 Foxtrot, you can go ahead and start making right turns around downtown. You're going to see a Phenom. They just booked off runway 13 left. They're going to be on runway heading.
Targeting Southwest 2213, 2.5 outside lower opposition.
Southwest 2213, left tower, runway 13 right, cleared to land.
Clear land 13 right, Southwest 2213.
Jet 452, there's traffic at your, about 2 o'clock, 4 miles from me. It's a Cessna. They're doing right turns around downtown at 2000. You're going to outclimb.
There's a big
Contact on start approach.
hangar just to the south of us, which I've never seen it open before. But tonight it is open, so we can take a peek inside and see what all is over there. Let's see if we can dial that in here. So let me see here. What do I count? Two planes. Nice big biz jets. So doing a little bit of looking over the fence here. Peter S. says the New Orleans Pelicans are playing the Mavs at the American Airlines Center right now. That Delta off yonder could be their charter. Yeah, so we were looking at that earlier, and I suspect it's probably something like that. Take another look at that.
Hello, left tower, Southwest 924, ready for departure, 13 left.
Southwest 924 left tower, roger, traffic inside of a 4-mile final.
Southwest Flight 924 is going to Birmingham, Alabama. I guess it would be Birmingham if you were talking about the English version of that.
453 Foxtrot Juliet left tower, yeah, frequency.
Is that?
Negative. November 53 Foxtrot Juliet left tower.
We welcome Lee Zeppelin as a new Trijet member. Thank you, Lee.
53 Foxtrot Juliet
Mark
left
Phillips.
tower, wind 130 at 8, runway 13 left. Clear
Have
to
you checked out DFW Airport North train station for plane spotting? It's about a half-mile north of Founders Plaza. It would be an excellent location to spot DFW planes.
68 Foxtrot
And
my frequency on 123.
I have checked it out, and it is a nice place to spot planes, but it's not particularly good for what we do. I mean, if you were taking pictures of planes, it would be excellent. You know, like photographs. Get some nice belly shots there, but unfortunately, they go right over your head and then they disappear, so you can't see them land, which is kind of one of the more
213 left when able to get
essential elements of what we do here. So I don't know if we'll. I mean, we could probably try it for, you know, an hour or so, but I don't know how interesting it would be. If we get desperate. But thank you for the suggestion. The Dassault Falcon 900EX. Ah, Trijet.
4 left tower, runway 13 left, line up way. Traffic is a King Air 6-mile final.
My boy, 13 left, Southwest 924. Tower, medevac 38 Alpha Papa. We are final for 13 left.
Medevac 38 Alpha Papa left tower, runway 13 left, continue traffic in position.
Roger.
So we have a medevac aircraft landing. I believe it's an aircraft.
Southwest 924, wind 1207, RNAV door set, runway 13 left, first takeoff.
Alright, now Dorset, clear for takeoff, 13 left, Southwest 924.
Number Christian Medevac 8, Alpha Papa, runway 13 left, clear 2 lane, contemplate turbulence departing Boeing 737.
Clear land, 13 left. 3 Alpha Papa.
3 is greater than 2. And this Southwest plane taking off ahead of the medevac plane landing.
We're 6-8 Foxtrot, I'm going to get 2 departures off the right, so just fly southbound for now, and then I'll get you back towards downtown.
We'll fly southbound, 4568 Foxtrot.
Southwest 924, contact, Lone Star departure.
Southwest 924, good night, thanks for work.
Southwest 599, wind 12007, RNAV door set, runway 13 right, clear for takeoff.
Dorset, 13 right, Southwest 999.
So here comes the medevac plane coming in from Amarillo. It's a Beech C-90A King Air. And Amarillo's in the Texas Panhandle.
We're 6-8 Foxtrot, turn right heading 310.
Right, heading 310, 68 Foxtrot.
Papa, getting off at Alpha 3.
Medevac 8, Alpha Papa, where you parked?
BizJet, 3 Alpha Papa.
Southwest 599, contact, Lone Star departure.
So 599,
November 3, Foxtrot delay, cross runway 13 left at Mike 5, taxi Alpha to park, and just monitor ground.
13 left, Mike 5, Alpha Park, 3 Foxtrot,
Medevac 8, Alpha Papa, you can't actually get the business jet from that side, so I need you to make the 180, cross runway 13 left at Alpha 3, turn right on the Mike, this frequency.
Okay, so I'm going to do a 180, we'll cross 13 left and turn right onto Mike, 3 Alpha Papa. Sorry about that.
No worries.
So you heard the flight controller
Southwest 2150, wind
give this plane permission to make a 180
door set, runway 13 right, clear for takeoff.
to get to
RNAV
its
door set, 13
ground
right,
destination.
Southwest 2150. Just to confirm, that was right on Mike for 3 Alpha Papa.
Medevac 8 Alpha Papa, affirmative, and then you take Mike 5, hold short of runway 13 left.
Mike 5 will hold short at 13 left. Thank you, 3 Alpha Papa.
Southwest 2150, contact, Lone Star departure.
Take care, Southwest 2150.
So 1039 visual for 13 right.
Southwest 1039, left tower, runway 13 right, clear to land.
Right, clearly, so 1039.
6 Alpha, correction, November 6-8 Foxtrot, thanks for the help. You can turn right towards downtown and resume on your tour.
All right, tourist downtown and resume tour 68 Foxtrot, thank you.
Back A, Alpha Pop across runway 13 left at Mike 5, Alpha Park.
Reverse Ops is checking
13
in.
left at Mike 5, Alpha Parking.
Hello there, Patrick. Just talking about you a little while ago. Fellow member of the Code Share crew. Do we have our insignias standing by here? Let me see. There we go. The Code Share crew, consisting of the Random Spotter, Luke, Patrick at Reverse Ops, and yours truly at Runway DFW. We'll have to assemble somewhere else sometime. That'd be fun. We got together for a one-off broadcast on the eve of the Cranky Dork Fest, where they have a party on top of the roof of the H Hotel, and our good friend Kevin of Airline Videos Live was not feeling well that night, and so he let us broadcast on his channel for some reason. I don't know, but it was fun. It was a blast. It wasn't what you would normally expect from Kevin and Rudy, but it was fun.
Good evening, Love Tower. FlexJet 444 is with you for the visual 13 left.
FlexJet 444 left tower, runway 13 left, clear to land.
Clear land on the left.
22Q KFTW says that was a good-looking 1988 vintage King Air. Here is Southwest 3214. It's going to Midland, Texas on a 737-800. So it's headed down to the end of the runway of 13 left. We'll see that take off soon. Uncle Plane Guy, we did team up at LAX. On the Sunday of the Cranky Dork Fest weekend.
29, Love Tower traffic, 5 out, runway 13 left, RNAV door set, clear.
And that was another day that Kevin had to beg off doing his regular Sunday show. So Luke and I teamed up for a kind of a pre-show from Imperial Hill, and then because I had to get going, but Luke stayed on with Patrick on Patrick's channel to do a show into the afternoon. So it was a lot of fun. So there you see at the end of the runway flight 2329. This is going to Las Vegas. It's a 737-800.
Left to Charlie 4, what's your gate?
Left to Charlie 4, we're going to 20.
Charlie Delta to park.
Charlie Delta to the gate, 10:30. 10:30.
November 4586 Foxtrot, remain south of my extended center line.
We'll remain south of your extended center line, 4568 Foxtrot.
Southwest 2329, traffic 1 o'clock and 3 miles, VFR 2300. They should be turning south of your path. Contact Lone Star.
We're switching, looking Southwest 2329. Tower Southwest 2204, visual 13 left.
Southwest 2204, left tower, runway 13 left, clear to land, wind calm.
Alright, 13 left, clear to land. Southwest 2204.
Southwest 1575, RNAV door set, runway 13 right, clear for takeoff.
So let's see, we got Craig telling us we got an Embraer Praetor 500 from Houston Hobby getting ready to land.
Southwest 2204, you're already going pretty slow, so I think you'll be all right. But the traffic you're following is a Legacy, is about a 3/4 mile final.
Southwest 2204 and 6.
So we're looking at a FlexJet Embraer Praetor 500 coming in from Houston Hobby Airport. Yeah, we've still got a Southwest plane down there at the end of the runway, waiting its turn to take off on 13 left.
Hey, ground.
Flight 444, left, Alpha 3 Alpha Park.
Alpha 3 Alpha to parking, stay with you. FlexJet 444.
Southwest 1575, contact Lone Star.
Morning, Lone Star. Have a good night. Southwest 1575.
Southwest Flight 2204 from Tampa in Florida. A MAX 8 is next to arrive here at Dallas Love Field. Welcome to you if you're just joining us. It's Walt here with you for Runway DFW After Dark, live from Dallas Love Field tonight after we paid a return visit to DFW Airport last Friday night and Saturday morning.
1719, visual 138.
It was a lot of fun. Friday night, half the airport was closed.
Runway 1 through right, clear to land.
And I talked to an American Airlines pilot
Southwest 1719.
about that.
Southwest 1719, affirmative.
And he said it was the first time he'd seen anything like that at
1575,
DFW
contact Lone Star.
since the days of COVID, when obviously operations were greatly reduced at the airport.
All right, Southwest 2204, turn right, Mike 2 at your gate.
Mike 2, gate 2, Southwest 2204.
Mike Bravo, actually Mike hold short Bravo 5, monitor tower 2 is pushed, they'll get you in there as soon as they can.
At one time, there were about
Mike 2, short of Bravo, you want us to monitor tower or go to ground?
about 20 or more planes that were backed up to take off on the one runway. Usually there's two takeoff runways at DFW, but on Friday night there was only one. And as we've been talking about earlier, the FAA is threatening to reduce operations at major airports across the country starting Friday, unless the
Left clear for takeoff.
Government shutdown is resolved before then. Once again, that's Flight 3214 that you're looking at there, going to Midland, Texas. Barney Parham says, FYI, Alaska no longer flies out of Love Field, so Southwest has 19 gates, Delta has 1. Well, I wasn't sure if Southwest had acquired the use of that extra gate. Yeah, that's a pretty valuable piece of real estate at Love Field. Of course, Southwest is the primary tenant.
Number 55 Alpha Golf, left tower, runway 13 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, 55 Alpha.
Southwest 3214, traffic 1 to 2 o'clock in about 3 miles. Maneuvering 2,200 VFR, Skyhawk.
Look at Southwest 3214.
And contact Lone Star, Southwest 3214.
Mike 2, 3214 today.
Yeah, Dallas Bus System 4568 Foxtrot. Would like to proceed back to Delta Tango Oscar and then with the
Peter S. with a
skyline.
note that for those in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, the Mid-America Flight Museum in Mount Pleasant is hosting Airplanes with Coffee this weekend. I had
I could do whatever works best for you. I could do
I had given a thought to attending that,
4568 Fox.
but I will not be available to do that this weekend, unfortunately.
13 right and maintain VFR at 2000.
Emery Urchis with a $2 super chat. Is Atlanta the only destination that Delta flies to from Dallas Love Field? And I believe that is correct now. Delta did have at least a couple of other destinations from here in recent years, but I believe it's only Atlanta currently.
Southwest 1719, left Charlie 4, what's your gauge?
Charlie 4 going at 19, 19.
Uncle Plain Guy says looks like there's a global
Have a good night.
5,000
17.
coming in.
Southwest 52, RNAV door set, runway 13 right, cleared for takeoff.
And I do see on the radar
Director, takeoff number.
the Bombardier Global 5000 headed this way. That's a big business jet.
Tower Global 554 Alpha Golf. Just want to confirm, I think you said clear land with 3 left.
It is coming to us from Pierre in South Dakota. Look at me knowing how to pronounce Pierre. So let's see, is this plane going to get to take off before the next arrival? We shall see. Kay Sardi says, why do they need more gates? Why not also board from the tarmac? Well, that is what JSX does. They have a public, what is it called? A scheduled charter
Well,
service.
Tower Exit Jet 886 is on a visual for 13 left.
Ignition 886, left tower, runway 13 left, clear to land, wind 120 at 6.
Clear to land 13 left, Exit Jet 886.
And JSX has a number of flights, destinations from here.
Southwest 52, contact Lone Star, good day.
52, thanks so much.
But they're not a regularly, no, they're a scheduled carrier, but they operate under different rules because of the size of their aircraft and the licensing that they operate under. So we're looking for the Bombardier Global 5000 on approach here. The Southwest jet to Midland is waiting to go out. That's a MAX 8. There at the bottom of your screen.
Southwest 52, contact Lone Star. All right, November 548, 68 Foxtrot. Yeah, over the top 2000, and then on course once you're on the other side.
Fly over field 2000, then on course 4568 Foxtrot. Thank you.
Somebody's asking about thrust reversers on smaller planes there. There you see the
And Mike, and then Mike 5.
the operation of this aircraft.
Charlie is out.
November 804, Whiskey Charlie, left tower, runway 13 left, cleared. Continue, actually. Traffic will be in position. Southwest 2743, RNAV door set, runway 13 right, clear for takeoff.
RNAV door set, 13 right, clear for takeoff.
Tower System 4568 Foxtrot. Is tower or center going to be 124.3?
Most likely stand by for the handoff.
Okay.
You going back to Denton, correct?
Back to Denton, 68 Foxtrot.
Well, we can almost look in the windows there, can't we? Hello, rich people.
Go ahead and switch over to center now, 68 Foxtrot.
It wouldn't be center, it'd be regional approach, and they just took the handoff. So yeah, go ahead and contact regional approach on 125.2.
125.2, 68 Foxtrot, thank you.
Mario B is saying good afternoon from Melbourne in Australia.
Left tower, runway 13 left, line up and wait.
Line up and wait, 13 left, southwest 2316.
Exit 886, you on to SIG 1?
We're going to Terminal 2, signature Terminal 2 for exit 886.
Alright, either way, Alpha 3, Alpha to park, monitor ground.
Alright, Alpha 3, Alpha to park, hold ground, monitor ground, exit 886. Good night.
Southwest 2743, contact Lone Star. Have a good day.
That's a NetJets Cessna Citation Longitude coming in from Houston. QSE Airport in Houston. So I imagine that's some sort of an executive airport.
Runway 13
there.
left, clear for takeoff.
RW door set, clear takeoff, 13 left, southwest 2316.
So finally, Southwest 2316 gets to take off, going to San Antonio on a MAX 8.
Slot 4 Whiskey Charlie, runway 13 left, clear to land, wind 1107.
13 left, clear to land, at 4 Charlie.
Cross 13 left at Mike 5, Alpha approach on the other side.
Okay, cross 13 left, Mike 5, Alpha, 5, Alpha, ground, have a good night.
Southwest 2316, contact Lone Star.
2316, good night.
Channel member Scott Donaldson. Good evening, Walt, and all of our awesome mods. And Andrew saying hello from Sydney, down under in Australia. Claire with a good evening. Hello to you. Tracy Landers, good afternoon from North Canterbury, New Zealand, south of Kevin, our friend Kevin of Wellington Flights Live. So good to see you. Gil Naveau wants to know, when is my next stream from DFW Airport? That is yet to be determined. This may be, because of my schedule, this may be our last broadcast for a little while. We hope to bring you something special next week. I'll just leave it at that. Look what's happening behind me. We've got a security car roaming about. I think they know us now. What is this? This is a Pilatus PC-12. Where'd it go? There it is. PC-12 NGX. Landed way down there.
Falcon 3, Foxtrot, Juliet, left tower, runway 13, left, line up and wait.
Line up and wait, 3 Fox Juliet.
I mean,
4 Whiskey Charlie, Alpha 5, Alpha Depart, have a good day.
that was a very short landing. Tainted Tater, channel member, good evening
5-3
to you.
Foxtrot, runway 13, left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 1 3 left. 5 3 Foxtrot Juliet.
So we've got a Dassault Falcon 900EX going to parts unknown. This is another tri-jet, is it not? Or maybe it's the same one we saw before.
Say again? You're on the Joe Pool, so it should be climb via the SID, which I believe is runway heading and then radar vectors.
Saw one of these on Patrick's stream earlier today, where I was lurking
Remember, 5-3
and
Foxtrot,
working.
Juliet, contact Lone Star, good day.
Over to departure, 3 Fox Juliet, have a good one.
Patrick was getting a lot of military stuff today. Tankers and fighter planes. All sorts of good stuff on his
Remember, 5-3 Foxtrot,
broadcast
Juliet,
on
contact
Reverse
Lone Star.
Ops. Only Planes Network, a member of the Quad Jet variety for 7 months. Hey, Walt, on Tuesday I received a hand-delivered Runway DFW sticker from Jeff and Michelle, whom you met this time last week. Cheers. Oh, I'm so glad they got that to you. And cheers back to you. And thank you for your support of this channel, as I support yours. And if you've not seen Only Planes Network, well, you're missing some really high quality action. It was such a surprise to see Jeff and Michelle pop up here on the roof of the garage last week. I was taken aback. Michael Flannery's got to check out. Good night, all. Busy day tomorrow. Michael, thank you for your support of the channel
1953, RNAV door
and
set, runway 13 right, clear for takeoff.
for your moderation skills. We appreciate that. And S35 Bonanza Pal says the French do know how to make a great business jet all the way back to the 60s. I'm going to go run over to the car and get my Runway DFW packable jacket here, so I'll be right back. Do we have some music?
Southwest 1953, contact Lone Star.
Lone Star, Southwest.
1896, RNAV door set, runway 13 left, clear for takeoff.
RNAV door set, clear for takeoff, 1 3 left, Southwest, 1896.
So there you go, the official Runway DFW packable jacket with the embroidered logo right there, which you can obtain one for yourself at the Runway DFW shop. Link in the description. You know, Norman, it's not really cold here. I think it's dropped into the 60s, I would guess. Yeah, 69. I just feel a little bit of a chill, so there you go. Southwest 1896 going to Tulsa, 737-700.
Southwest 1896, contact Lone Star.
Over to Lone Star. Have a good one, Southwest 1896.
Let's see. So I have an adventure to share here with you. We've just got it's a very brief, I think it only lasts 1 minute. Let me set this up though first. I got a chance to attend the American Airlines Fall Festival on Saturday, which was one reason why I couldn't stay any longer from the penthouse on Saturday. Excuse me. Let me clear my throat. I'd wanted to stay a little later on Saturday morning, but I had this appointment. So I got a very nice invitation from our friend Cloudy, who is known to you as AA Pilot Wife on Instagram. That's her handle, AA Pilot Wife. And her pilot husband extended an invitation to me to join them for the event on the campus of American Airlines, which is in Fort Worth, technically just to the south of DFW Airport. So that was quite an experience. Let me see if I've got some appropriate music that we can play while we take a look at what we were doing there. Hang on a second. I haven't played this in a while. All right, we're going to take a look at the Fall Festival. It goes by very quickly. That is the C.R. Smith Museum there, the exterior of it. Inside is a tremendous, well, you'll see it here in a second. There it is. It's it goes by quickly. Let me scroll back here. See if I can pause it at the right spot. That's my admission. So there it is. It's a DC-3 in just immaculate condition, recently polished. And that is the centerpiece of the museum, although there's lots to see there. The museum, as I recall, is only open a couple of days a week, like Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, I think. But it was closed to the public on this past Saturday, for this special event, which was the American Airlines Fall Festival is just for employees of the airport. So there is that just beautiful bit of aviation history, well preserved. But part of this whole to-do was a sale. Now here are some American Airlines jet models on sale. You can see them ranging in sale from what, $1,750 to $2,000. And this is to raise money for the museum. What else could you get? Well, you could get seats. You get a whole row of economy seats, and you could also get a first class seat. I don't know if that's business or first class. Pulled out of a plane, pop it in your living room. What else can you get there? Well, there is. Do you recognize that guy? He's probably not well known to the general public. But that is Robert Isom there in the center. He is the CEO of American Airlines. And there's Cloudy over there on the left, and her very nice daughter there on the right. And
Jet 761,
Robert
tower,
Isom,
left, clear to land.
I got to shake his hand. So I shook the hand of the boss of American Airlines on Saturday afternoon at the airport. It was a very brief encounter, and I was a little flustered. You know what I said to him? I said, I take pictures of your airplanes. And he shot back right away and said, well, we've got 1,700 airplanes. They're all great, or something like that. So there's Emery Urcha. He knew who that was with the $2 super chat. Thank you, Emery. So anyway, I can say that I now met the CEO of American Airlines. And there he is in another pose. Now this is, they had all sorts of things for the employees there. That's, look at this campus. I mean, how can you get any work done there? There's the interior of the main building headquarters. Is a giant, let me go back here. I've got to pause this for a second. Okay, there's the rotunda of the building where the top executives work. And you can see it's pretty modern, yeah. There is a giant seatbelt. And here is a collage of safety cards from all sorts of aircraft, even ones that they don't have anymore. It's the American Airlines 100th anniversary, so they're getting loaded up with giant logos, and they're selling all sorts of merchandise. And there's one last look at the campus where they have their logo spread out there. So it was a fun. I thank you to our friend Cloudy and her husband for letting me visit the American Airlines campus. Regrettably, just a few days after that, American announced it's laying off a bunch of workers from its headquarters. So, sign of the times, I guess. Cloudy and her husband said they've been on a DC-3, which is here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and they do, they take people on little jaunts just to say they've been on a DC-3. And Cloudy's husband said his big takeaway from that was that it was very noisy. And they asked me if I'd like to go on a DC-3 because they may do that again this year. Like it's like you can, I guess it flies low and they look at Christmas lights around the metropolitan area. And I don't know, I have some reservations about being on any plane that old. No matter how meticulously maintained it is. Maybe if I were a younger chap, I might consider it, but I don't know. I guess I could be convinced, but I don't know if that's something I want to do. So that's NetJets Flight 761 coming in from Hastings, Nebraska, kind of central Nebraska. Bombardier Challenger 350. Southwest Flight 54 from Houston Hobby Airport is next to come on down. 737-700. Emery Urchis with a $5 super chat. Thank you, Emery. My dad was a professor at Texas A&M, and I found out one of his former students was the CEO of Southwest. Small world, indeed. Haven't met the Southwest CEO yet. I guess I'll have to put that on my to-do list. So there's Cloudy, saying there are Christmas light flights in the DC-3 at Meacham Airport here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And Cloudy, thank you to you and your husband again for having me along on the American Airlines special day, the Fall Festival. There you see Flight 54 coming in from Houston Hobby. Dreambird says, hey everyone in Walt, if you're curious as to why there's a snowman next to my name, it's for Christmas and winter. Well, thank you, Dreambird. Aaron Ching has been a member for 1 month. Hello from Singapore. Temperature is 32 degrees. I'm guessing that's Celsius. Feels like 37. We're glad to have you with us, Aaron. And thank you for your support of the channel. This one's going long, to use the phrase coined by our friend Kevin at Airline Videos Live. That was mostly in relation to 747s going long at LAX. I don't think, have we had one go this long tonight? I don't know. Just back from a short jaunt to Houston, one of the original destinations of Southwest Airlines, and we've run out of I see what happened. I was running on battery on that camera, and unfortunately I hadn't plugged in the battery that I thought I had plugged in, so let's make a quick connection here. See if that'll get us going. So I think we're back in business with camera one. Well, we've got a really international audience today. Here's Faisal Syed saying, or Faisal Syed Muhammad saying hi from Pakistan. Wowie. Aaron wants to know if I will come to Singapore. I don't know. I think one of our channel members, 757 Chip, did he say he was going to Singapore? I think he did. But so I'll have to get a report from him as to, I know that Singapore has certain, they're very strict about certain things in Singapore, and I don't know if plane spotting or taking pictures at airports is one of them. So I do not want to run afoul of the law if I should ever get to Singapore. So we'll have to take that under advisement. But thank you for the ask. Noah Hickey wants to know, what does the X on that building mean? It's just part of the light design. It's been there forever. We're talking about the, that is called the, now I've forgotten the name of that building. It'll come to me, I think. But yeah, there it is on the left there. It's in downtown Dallas. The green outlined building there on the right. I know the name of that one. That's the Bank of America Tower. Tallest building in Dallas. Johnny Roberts is here from England. And you are up late tonight, but thank you for being here with us. Here's Free to Bed, checking in from Cleveburg. Hello to you. Good to see you. Channel member. Francis Waite says, feels like 36.3 degrees Celsius here in Palmerston, Northern Territory. And that would be in Australia, yes? Or am I wrong about that? Claire says the American Airlines headquarters in Fort Worth, Texas was designed by Pelly Clark and Partner. That is an amazing place. It's just the campus. It has bike trails and all sorts of dining areas. It's really quite remarkable. Here comes Southwest Flight 887. It's going to Phoenix in Arizona. 737-800 on Runway DFW After Dark. From Dallas Love Field. Wow, we have a new quad jet member by the name of Rich F. Thank you, Rich, for your support of the channel. Welcome. So Aaron says, here we got the information. All parties who wish to carry out filming, photography, and or live streaming at Changi Airport or Seletar Airport are required to apply for a permit from the Changi Airport Group, Singapore.
123 Sierra left tower, runway 13 left.
So I've got the answer to that.
120
I wonder what's involved in
King Air 28 kilo
in that. No, more. They may charge a fee in advance for all such permits where fees are charged. Full payment is required at least one working day before the intended date of photography, filming, or of live stream. Sounds complicated, doesn't it? Well, we'll see. We've got coming in here from Las Vegas, right there, JSX, flight 203, is that what it is? This is an Embraer 145.
Left at Alpha 1, Alpha Park, have a good night.
Left Alpha 1, Alpha Park, good night. Tower Southwest 3156.
And there's the JSX hangar there in the background.
13 right.
Southwest 3156, left tower, runway 13 right, clear to land.
13 right, clear to land. Southwest 3156.
So JSX, an airline that does not have jet bridges. But passengers don't have a very long walk. They can park, they have a lot right adjacent to their hangar there. Got an Embraer Phenom 300 just touching down from Miami.
Number 123, Sierra, where are you parking?
Signature Terminal 2.
A Gulfstream
Alpha Park,
G150,
have a good night.
Alpha Park, good night. Good to
just about ready to take off
13 right.
to St. Petersburg.
45, runway 13 right, clear to land.
Clear to land. 13 right, south 1345.
813 Hotel Delta, ready 13.
Number 813 Hotel Delta, left tower, runway 13 left, RNAV door set, clear for takeoff.
RNAV door set, clear for takeoff.
So that's the plane that's going to take off there, you just heard. Noah Hickey, where's JSX headquartered? It's headquartered right here at Dallas Love Field. Channel member Mateo's Gardening Service is saying hello, hello to you, Mateo. Oh, more information about spotting in Singapore. Landside, $80 for the first day, $30 or 80, whatever their currency is for the first day, and 30 for each subsequent day.
Southwest 3156, turn left, Charlie 4 with your gate.
Charlie 4, gate 5, Southwest 31.
I ran into a similar situation the first time I
Contact ground.
went plane spotting at Owen Roberts International Airport in Grand Cayman. I think they charged 250 Cayman dollars for the permit, which did get me a good spot. But on subsequent visits, we've been able to bring you coverage from a nail salon with a really nice view of the airport. So, and they've been kind enough to just let us hang out there for free. I think we were going to look and see what happens when the JSX plane lands, or when it parks, and it just parks there kind of in front of its hangar. Clear notes it's difficult to stream from some airports, lots of red tape involved. You would need to be very dedicated to pull it off. Kelly P, don't need a permit to stream from here. They kind of wink at us here. You know, I think if this was a big, you know, obviously if this was a, you know, somebody was filming a commercial here or had a big crew and, you know, support vehicles and trucks and all that kind of stuff, you'd need some kind of a permit here. But they're pretty understanding about plane spotters here at Dallas Love Field. At least that's been my experience. We've had some officers stop by and
2345, turn left Charlie 4 with your gauge.
give us a look over. And recently we had a security guard came up, and they had seen us on the security cameras, and they sent the security guard up, and she was very, you know, very nice about it, but eventually they let us just hang out here, so that's very nice. So just after 9:30 here already? Wow. You're watching Runway DFW live after dark from Dallas Love Field on this November the 5th, our second broadcast of November. We were here with you on Saturday morning from DFW Airport. And this is the time of the broadcast, and we do like to salute our air traffic controllers. They are hard at work, making sure the planes land and take off safely, even though they are not getting paid now for the second month with the continuing government shutdown. So a tip of the cap to our air traffic controllers here and around the country. That is a very tough job, and you think of all the pressure.
Okay, I'm still awaiting a release. They've got somebody overhead landing at executives. That might have something to do with it. I'm not really sure, though.
Okay, thank you.
So think of the pressure that these folks have just on their daily jobs, and then now they've got
449er Mike Alpha, runway 13 left, clear for takeoff.
They've got to worry about
13 left, clear for takeoff.
paying the bills. So we salute the air traffic controllers. Looks like we have Socata TBM 900 taking off for Springdale in northwest Arkansas. Don't think I've ever heard of that airport before. The Socata is a single-engine aircraft.
Tower, good evening, jet 707, 013 left, signature 1.
Jet 707 left tower, runway 13 left, clear to land, wind 1207.
13 left, clear to land, jet 707.
And after this takes off, looks like we've got a NetJets Bombardier Challenger 350 coming in from McKinney Airport here in Texas. look at Socata.
TBM 9 Mike Alpha, contact Lone Star.
Departure, 9 Mike Alpha, good day.
Kelly P. Smith says, I can't imagine going to such a stressful job and not getting paid. Bordinco 90 says, hello, Walton chat. Hope everyone's having a great evening. We're having some fun here tonight. Flyer KG says that Socata, one of their favorite single-engine turboprops. Beve, here's Beve. Hello, Beve. Moderator extraordinaire and channel member. Thank you, ATC. We appreciate you. Super 80 Adrian with a big heart. Martin Exotics. Love them. Yeah, I mean, you know, what can we do except say thank you? I did notice at DFW Airport last Friday night, especially, a number of pilots were engaging in rather heartfelt greeting to the flight controllers as they took off, you know, giving a little personal note of thanks. It was kind of heartwarming to see that. And again, when we were at DFW Airport on Friday night, only half the airport was operational. Only the east side. The west side was completely closed off. There was only one operation we saw on the west side the whole time we were there, and that was the Qantas A380 headed back to Sydney, which for operational reasons cannot land or take off on the east side. I guess it could if there was an emergency, but so its landing or its takeoff was controlled by the east tower as it took off on the west side. I had never seen that before.
Exit 707, left at Alpha 3, Alpha Park, monitor ground.
Left Alpha 3, Alpha the Park, monitor ground, exit 759.
Let's see what's happening with this Delta charter plane over here. If I get back to that. Where is that? So there it is. And we suspicion that it's going to jet away with a sports team or club of some sort, perhaps tonight. And we're expecting another Delta plane in. Schedule's coming around 10 o'clock, 757. There's Kiwi Whispers, who we saw out at the McKinney Airport live stream a couple of weekends ago. Hello to you, Kiwi Whispers. Kelly P. Smith says ATC are the unsung heroes. There's Beve with a hello. Hello to you. Claire, I'm with you on the smaller planes. I can barely identify the big planes. I'm not yet well versed in the smaller ones. So all thanks go to Flight Radar 24 for what appears to be my knowledge. That's right, Uncle Plane Guy. I think we did note that it came from McKinney, that Challenger plane. Bill Durham says the Mavs game is not over. J59 channel member speculating that that's a New Orleans Pelicans charter. That's what we're guessing, but I don't have any confirmation of that. And Brian says we got another Delta 757 charter coming in about 10:05. Thank you, Cloudy, for that reminder. I appreciate that. Let's see. I think now we've got a little bit of downtime here. I would like very much to say thank you, a big thank you, to all of our Runway DFW members. And I do have to apologize for not being able to update our list of members, but we're going to play it for you anyway here on Runway DFW. So this will be as of 3 a.m. on Saturday morning, I think, is when I was last able to update it. So let's get some music going here. So anyway, this is the part of the show where we thank our members, and the list begins, as always, with channel sponsor James Webb. Thanks so much, James, for all you do for Runway DFW. It is so appreciated. So anyway, this list dates back to the 1st of November at 3 a.m. in the morning, and I promise the next time we're on the air I will have updated it by then. So if you're a new member since 3 a.m. on Thursday morning, I apologize. Thank you to Quadjet channel member 757 Chip, to Airplanes FRA, to Alan J, to Alaska Plane Spotter, Alex O. Alice Mabel is a Quadjet channel member, as is Angela Smith, Anna the Dispatcher, Beaker and Honeydew, Bev A, who's hanging out with us right now, Brian D, Charlie Bowles, CPB99, Chuck TXK, Cloudy Sayers, Cubs Win, Darren Sorello, David Rutherford, Doug Jackson, Dronoki, Dwayne C, Eric Coupe, Hagler 17, HD Kraut. There's that name again, James Webb, John Lipman, Josh Aldrich, Kirby Brooks Sr. More Quadjet channel members, KS Avgeek, Leonard Watkins, Lori M, Michael Flannery, Michael Hale, Michelle RS, Mike G, Only Planes Network, who we managed to get a sticker to. We're glad you got that intact. Patrick Wooters, Paul 1188, Pete Nordine, Payathon, Planes Everywhere, Raina Taylor, the official equestrian champion of Runway DFW, S35 Bonanza pilot who's in South Africa on his way to another destination, Sarah the Real Deal in Boston, Sean Bramlett, Skittles in the Great Northwest, Steve Lundaby in North Dakota, Texas Girl right here in Texas, the BNA Grinch, Tim Swearingen, TNT Oh My, Tyson Price, and Will Hutchison. Those are our Quad Jet channel members. Thanks so much to each of you. And for the next few minutes, you'll be seeing our Tri-Jet and Twin Jet members on Runway DFW.
Checking in 1,200.
Air Flight 2, Love Tower, Love Altimeter, 3009, and report landing assured.
3009, we'll give you call landing assured. Air Flight 2.
Got a little Beach C90 King Air. I don't know how little it is, but it is getting ready to take off for Guyman, G-U-Y
2623 visual
M-O-N.
13 left.
It is a
2623 left tower, runway 13
little
left.
town in the
Land,
panhandle of
107.
Oklahoma.
Land 13 left, southwest 2623.
We've also got
Southwest 2281.
Southwest Flight 2623
Runway
coming in
13
from
right,
Los
clear for
Angeles, a
takeoff.
737-700. So here comes Flight 2623 from Los Angeles. Cloudy, I do have that picture, and I was trying earlier to display it. I'm going to try again when I get some downtime here, so we can talk about that. What Cloudy's talking about is there's a photograph that she obtained from midair over Founders Plaza,
Contact Lone Star.
which is the observation area at Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport, which has been closed for about a month now due to construction. And the photograph really is quite remarkable. And let me see if I can figure out a way to get that so you can see it.
Tower. November 38 Alpha Wizard on a very.
I just got your release, but there's somebody still on the runway.
Roger.
Southwest 2623, turn right at Mike 3. What's your gate?
Right at Mike 3 going to get 2, Southwest 567.
Looks like Mike 2 instead. Sorry about that. Go Mike Bravo 5, gate 2.
Mike Bravo 5 to gate 2, off Mike 2, Southwest.
Tower, Care Flight 2, we'll call landing assurance method.
Care Flight 2, low tower, radar service terminated, frequency change approved.
Flight 2, talk to you on the next one.
King Air 38 Alpha Papa, runway 13 left, clear for takeoff.
13 left, clear for takeoff, King Air 38 Alpha.
Okay, so we've got that King Air getting the clearance to take off on 13 left. Just gotta find it. It's way out there. Summer 76063 says bring back observation decks. Oh, here comes here we go. Here comes the King Air off to Guyman. I think I'm pronouncing that right. I could be pronouncing it wrong. I don't know. Guyman, Oklahoma, in the panhandle of that state. Well, first of all,
38 Alpha Pop, contact Lone Star.
let's see. I can't remember if I showed
Over to
you
departure, 38 Alpha.
if I showed you this or not. Do I still have it here? Hang on. So yes, here is the new observation area that is now under construction here at Dallas Love Field. It's over on the east side. It's across from where we are. Don't know if we can see it in the dark from where we are. Oh yeah, we can. But it's very dark. Let me see if I can dial this up a bit. But there you can see it's kind of elevated. It's got some shade structures there. Here it is from our perspective. Yeah, there it is. You know, unfortunately that building is kind of washing out what we can see from here. But, so yeah, it looks like it'll be a nice place to hang out. I don't know if there's going to be any parking there or not. There might be a few spaces, but that's looking promising. I don't know what the timetable is for that, though. So we'll have to see. Now, let me see if there's some way to that. Alright, here's the aerial. I've got to see if I can enlarge this somehow.
That's like the 511, where's your visual 13 left? Like that 511 left down, runway 13 left, clear to land. Clear to land, 13 left, like the 511.
This is an aerial of Dallas, DFW Founders Plaza. Let me see here. I don't know if I can get it back here. I've got to try to make that bigger. So stand by. My mouse is going all over the place here.
Tower, you get 778, visual 13 left.
You get 778 left tower, runway 13 left, clear to land.
So what I'm trying to do, oh, here we go. Okay, now we're zoomed in. Now I've got to figure out how to move down on this shot because that's not the part we want to see. Let's see here. Ah. Here we go. All right, now we're cooking with gas. Okay, so there's the familiar beacon at Founder. This is a photograph supplied by our friend Cloudy. There is the beacon at Founders Plaza, and to the right there, you can see this big pile of dirt. Can you see that there? And I don't know if I can nudge the screen over to the right any to see what that is. But yeah, they're doing a lot of excavation there at Founders Plaza, and I don't know. I can't explain it to you. I can just show you what we are led to believe is there. So they're doing a lot more than I thought as far as digging. So I don't know if that helps you in any way, but there's a lot of heavy equipment there. They still, have maintained the parking lot there. They haven't dug that up. But a lot of work going on around that area. So that's the update, thanks to Cloudy and her husband from Founders Plaza. So maybe we won't be back there in January. I don't know. Just after 10 o'clock here in North Texas, and you are watching Runway DFW live and in color from Dallas Love Field. And we welcome you. We have a NetJets Flight 778 coming in from San Francisco. This will be a Bombardier Challenger 350 arriving on runway 13 left here at Dallas Love Field. Oh, we're on the lookout for, right behind this plane is Delta Flight 8850 coming in from Los Angeles, a 757-200. And it's going to land over here. I am very happy to report. So it was worth waiting for that. And thank you again to all of our members. So here we go with one of the biggest planes, well, probably the biggest plane we'll see tonight in action. 757-200 left Los Angeles 2 hours and 25 minutes ago. We will give this a musical salute. 1990. And we'll see where it parks. We'll see if it parks over by that other Delta 757. CRQ Spotter says we've got the Anaheim Ducks on this Delta charter. Well, that makes sense coming from LAX. It's a good thing they don't have to bring their own Zambonis.
set altitude and then altitude mark. Remember 804 with Charlie left tower, runway 13 left, clear for takeoff. And 804 with Charlie, I'll call you right turn.
So are they still the Mighty Ducks, or is it just the Ducks now? I think it's just the Ducks.
Plotted 4 with Charlie, right turn out, your discretion, contact Lone Star.
Right over to 165 and Lone Star,
Southwest 3974, stay gauge.
10.
Charlie Delta Park, monitor ground.
Charlie Delta Park will monitor ground, but not 242. Tower, good evening, Southwest 2184, left base, 13 right.
Southwest 2184, left tower. Wind 1207, runway 13 right, clear to land.
13 right, clear to land, Southwest 2184.
Well, there's the other Delta jet. You'd think we were in Atlanta. Just the Ducks, says Faridabad. I'm seeing double. Come over here. That was,
might miss. I guess we'll get Mike 2. We're going to Bravo 18.
you saw briefly Southwest 2575 coming in from San Diego.
18. Yeah.
In the foreground.
Okay, Mike Bravo 5 to 18.
Mike Bravo 5 to 18, Southwest 2575.
S-35 Bonanza pilot says from a pilot's perspective, Airbus has the best ergonomics for long-haul flights, but I love being up front in the 757, 767, 777, and 787. 757 is our rocket ship. 767, 777, 787 are our luxury. And we're giving you a a top-down look at two Delta charter jets.
Up tower, 7 X-ray Juliet on the visual 1.
Jefferson 17 X-ray Juliet, left runway 13 right, clear to land.
Dale Hilton, channel members, got to say good night. Good night, Dale. Thank you for your support of Runway DFW, and have a great night.
Turn Charlie 4, the gate 960, 7.81.
Okay, Charlie Delta Park, monitor ground.
Charlie, Delta to Park, monitor ground, good night, 7.84.
Got another thank you from Seth Rubalcaba, sorry, day 24 of thanking me for streaming while he studies. Excited for Friday as we travel to San Antonio for the finale of marching band comps. Over 70 bands, and sure Texas Girl will pick one up. That's a very good possibility. I guess unfortunately we don't get to see the passenger side on this plane, and then this plane's going to block the passenger side on the other one when that gets loaded up. Yeah, we got 3 Deltas tonight.
We're ready when you are.
If you count the 717 we saw touchdown earlier.
Wait, 981 left tower, runway 13 left, clear for takeoff.
13 left, clear for takeoff, exit jet 981.
What kind of job is that? That was NetJet's flight 981 going to Chicago O'Hare on a Cessna Citation Latitude. About ready to take off. Claire said, it's no wonder that sports tickets are so expensive. Well, Claire, what do you expect these guys to fly economy coach? These big burly hockey players with all their equipment and such? We've got an anniversary check-in from Faridabad, who's been a Tri-Jet member now for 16 months. Got to like the twin Delta 757s back-to-back. Another great night at Dallas Love Field. Tell Charlene it might snow in her hometown Sunday night and Monday. Snow? Is that early for snow in Cleveland?
We had Charlie, we'll fire crowd.
I've seen snow in Cleveland. I've been there to see Lake Erie frozen over. That's quite a sight. So let's see, can we zoom in any more on this? A little bit. But I don't think we'll... There's the stair, which has been rolled up. But I don't know if we're going to see much in the way of hockey player action. They're going to drive a bus up there to let them off? Or they got to walk? S-35 Bonanza pilot, I have not heard. Is Delta going to start flying the A220 into Dallas Love Field when they retire their 717s in the next few months? That, I think I did read that, but I don't know if that was an official word or speculation. Because I've seen several speculative articles about what Delta's going to be replacing their 717s with, and it ranged anywhere from larger Embraer flight planes to the A200. I'm sorry, yeah, to the A220. So I don't know. I guess we'll find out. It's kind of an unfortunate framing there for the the name of the that's on the building there on the right. I think you have to move that over a little bit. There we go. That Colin guy saying good evening from north of the Red River. Hello to you. Farida Bet says might actually be a little past normal for the first snowfall in Cleveland to have it be in mid-November. Well, not a lot happens here on a Wednesday night after 10 o'clock, so we're just kind of hanging out here to see if we see any action with either of these planes. It'd be nice to see the other plane take off, but I don't know what the status of the game is or was with the, I think we've kind of decided that's the Pelicans plane, the New Orleans Pelicans. I just barely read the number on that plane, but I can't quite make it out on my little screen here. S-35 Bonanza Pile says, I used to work at Associated Air Center in the early 80s, and some days that abbreviation was a befitting name. So ACC Dude 92 says that's N649DL. So according to flight radar, that came in from Santa Ana, California. I think somebody had mentioned that earlier. Scheduled to depart at, well, let's see. No, I don't think we have a scheduled departure for that, do we? We do not. So that would be the Ducks plane there in the background. Where's O'Malley when we need him? Vince Las Vegas says, evening and to me and mods and all. Looks like a prime evening for some sports charter spotting.
Visual approach, runway 13 left.
Oscar 16, left tag, good evening, runway 13 left.
Good to see you, Vince.
Okay, ram 13 left, Oscar 16.
I see somebody walking around there dragging a bag. Oh, there we go. While they're coming around to the front of the plane, maybe there's going to be a bus that comes over there. Well, Keith, this plane in the foreground just arrived, so The one in the back that's facing to the left, that one is scheduled to go out. Well, Complaint Guy says we got another Global 6000 coming in from Van Nuys, California. We'll take a look at that momentarily.
We're going to Signature Terminal 1. Is that going to be Alpha 2?
Yeah, it's either Alpha 3, 2, or 1.
Okay, copy.
Oh, there's O'Malley. Hello, O'Malley. Running an errand.
Gareth, that's 4214, visual 1 direct.
That's 4214, runway 13 right.
So Frida Bet says flight 8934 to New Orleans, scheduled to go out at 11:30. I don't know if I can wait till then. That's more than an hour away. So we do have this Global 6500 Bombardier coming in, followed by Southwest 4214 from San Diego, a MAX 8. So we're gonna move camera number 1, pointing it at the sky. Kelly P. Smith says, so New Orleans one? Spoiler alert. I don't know. This flight from Van Nuys coming in at 2 hours and 23 minutes on that flight from the left coast.
Hello, Tower 687 Hotel Alpha for 13 left.
67 Hotel Alpha left, 13 left, clear to land.
Clear to land 13 left, 687 Hotel Alpha. Hello, Tower, clear flight 2.
687 Hotel Alpha. That's 687. Ha!
Clear flight 2 left, okay?
Evening, sir. Clear flight 2 is on top of Methodist, still squawking earlier. 4653, we're northeast bound, going out to Rockwall.
Clear flight 2, clear to Bravo, says West South Seminary 3010.
3010, we're on the go. Clear flight 2.
Oscar 16 left, good to correction, Alpha to the right.
Pausing for its photograph.
Clear flight 2, ready to catch it.
Clear flight 2, coming up on 1,000.
It's a jaunty helicopter pilot. All right, where is this plane we saw? We've got another tri-jet coming in.
4214 with jet.
Dassault Falcon 900EX.
Taxi to 3 via Charlie Delta Romeo Golf Bravo.
Charlie, Delta, Romeo, North Bravo.
which looks like it has come in from San Francisco. So we'll be seeing that presently. Let's take a quick look at our Delta twins over here.
Medevac 835, X-ray left side riser, altimeter 3010, clear to Bravo.
So we're about to see our second tri-jet of the night.
Flight 2 leaving Bravo, ready for the sun squawk VFR, free tank bridge.
No Groucho grumbles. There's no. These are two sports charters, one for a hockey team and one for a basketball team. They just happen to be here at the same time. Tri-jet action.
Take Alpha 5, Alpha to the right here.
Making a 180.
7 Hotel Alpha, yeah, we're not going to be able to make the 180. We can just we can make a 180 back to the left if you want us to do that.
No, that's fine. Oh, yeah, you can do that. 180, and you can back taxi on the runway and exit Alpha 5.
Okay, well, back taxi on the runway, exit Alpha 5, 6705.
Yeah, no traffic inbound.
They're going to back taxi on the runway because there's no traffic. Well, we're going to take one more look at the Delta assembly. And then we may have to decide to depart. Because I don't know what else we're going to see over there. Is that a fuel truck there under the wing of the foreground plane? Yeah, we've had that's the second or third 180 we've seen tonight. S-35 Bonanza pilot. Claire, did anyone say how old those Delta planes are? I think they're both from the early 90s. They're pretty old. But it is fun to see them both there, parked nose to tail.
1382 left tower, runway 13 right clear.
13 right clear land.
So yeah, it's our information that the plane behind the one that came in, so the plane that's behind the one that's nose to the right, will be going out, but probably not until late, until about an hour from now. And I have to be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen, I don't think there's going to be a lot to see betwixt now and then. So, I think we're going to try to conclude the festivities here.
Hang right there, keep the code, free take through.
Which I hate to do. Uncle Plane Guy, yes, I did get your email. I apologize for not having answered it. I did see it. What he was saying to me, if I remember correctly, was that the parking garage on the other side of the airport has been completed. And it was under construction when I was there last year in, I believe it was April. So, you know, you never know when we'll get back to Indianapolis. I'm going to go off mic here for just a second.
Left tower 62, Denver down, 62, left base, 13 left.
62 November Golf, left tower, runway 13 left, clear land, wind 1105.
Clear land, 62, Denver down.
So that's what I was busy doing there. Getting you a bird's eye view of our setup here so that we can have a chat extravaganza, as limited as that might be. So yeah, I think we'll take one more look over here. See the food service truck is about to load supplies into that plane in the foreground. But
2382 left Charlie 4 with kick.
Charlie 4, gate 27, landing.
It's on taxi 20 Charlie Delta, under the ground point up 5 off.
Ground Charlie Delta.
But yeah, I think we're gonna sign off. All right, so we got Chat Stravaganza coming up immediately following our sign off here.
Shooting over my golf where you park.
Business jet center.
And that disappears, and here I am to say thank you for watching tonight. It was kind of interesting. We had a few interesting things happen. So thank you for watching. Did I say that? Yes, I think I did. Thank you to all of our members, of course, for your support of the channel. Thanks to our subscribers who help us stay strong, and you let YouTube know that we mean something to you. A special thanks to our Moderation Federation members here with us this evening. They are the ones who corral things, make sure that everything is working out just right for you, the viewer. Make sure there's no shenanigans going on. But thank you to our mods very much. And a big thanks, as always, to James Webb, the official channel sponsor of Runway DFW. And with that, we conclude this edition of Runway DFW. And as I said before, I'm not sure that we're going to be back to you before sometime next week, when we hope to bring you a special broadcast from Parts Unknown.
3305, left turn, runway 13 right.
So I think I've run out of words to say. We've run out of things to look at. So until next time, thanks for watching Runway DFW live from Dallas Love Field Airport, and we'll see you soon. Happy contrails to you. Until we meet again, Chat Stravaganza is next.
Shooting over my golf, respect to 180 and back taxi to base jet out 5 Alpha.
5 Alpha, back taxi, 0 Alpha. Tower, hello, Southwest 2897, visual 13 line, Plaza.
2897 Road Tower. Good evening, runway 13 left, clear. Roger that, I just drove behind the 2 mile line. Papa left tire, altimeter 3010, quick. 3010, as requested. 518, contact Lone Star.
Go to Lone Star. Open.
Good evening, runway 13 left, clear left.
Clear to land for just better 13 left.
Bravo up, 3010.
right, we're about to sign off. I've got everything packed away as best I can before we pull the cords that turn everything off. So I would like to once again thank you, the Runway DFW viewer, for being here tonight, and we'll see you here soon. I can't say exactly when our next broadcast is going to be. All I can say is that it's not going to be from Love Field, and it's probably not going to be from DFW Airport. But we'll see. We'll see. Keep your notification bells glued into the on position, and we'll see you next time on Runway DFW. Thanks for watching.
This is Warren Barnett speaking for Runway DFW, a Runway DFW production, all rights reserved.